is the look of disappointment when you realize that you've been there and you've done that. So in this anime called See You Tomorrow at the Food Court, this was probably one of the best episodes that showcased our love for a character. Now just imagine a movie or a show, a TV show, or an anime. You just love this character so much that you're willing to defend them to the death. And this is exactly what's happening here. This gal, her name is Wada. Bro, what the fuck? What kind of name is that? So right here, she says, hey, if you love this 2D character, doesn't that mean that's your taste of men in real life? And then right here, she just explodes. But I don't think you're assuming that's what I'm into. She's like, you can't be for real. You can't put 2D with 3D. She's pretty much saying how 2D is pretty much the best. And how she would never put 2D with 3D. Like, with cosplay, like with anime and cosplay, they cosplay the characters. But I'm not going to go out of my way and be like, oh, it's the same thing as 2D. And, humans have faults. So I'm never going to compare a cosplay to a 2D character, of the character. And there's only a few cosplayers that pull off the perfect character. The perfect character. See, but also he feels lonely when no one... Bro, she's literally just going balls deep into this character's lore, this character's feelings, his meaning in life, his core, his core character and what he stands for. And like, it's just sad because I know how that feels. Like, you just go balls deep into a character, you stand them, you pretty much just adore them. And this episode, every episode just reminds me more and more of myself when I was younger. I would just obsess over these anime girls. I would just, treat them like holier than thou. I would just oogle all over for them. And you can see here, her friend just puts a stop to it. She's like, all right, stop. I gotta press the brakes. Because she was just going full geek, full weeb on this character Abel. She's like, what a pain in the ass. But we've all been there. We've all been there. You've loved a 2D character so much that it made you despise the 3D side of things. Like real life. In my YouTube channel, there's on my banner, don't know if I'm going to keep it there, but it says 2D is greater than 3D. So I could just relate so much with this anime, and it really smacks, and it really vibes. Throughout this entire anime, they had different topics, and it just really blindsided me when they were talking about Opie. Yeah, they just have very uncanny conversations while eating their KFC. And here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. This is actually legit real. Locker room talk. If you put a guy, okay, pause, don't take it there. But if you put two guys together, they're going to start saying gay, dumb stuff. We're going to start saying dumb stuff, locker room talk. And then when you put gals together, I'm guessing they do the same thing. You guys know you guys do the same thing. But yeah, guys, this episode was just a clear reminder that we gotta chill with our obsession with our characters. But at the same time, it's like we're gonna have those hardcore fans where they're like, fuck it, I'm going all in for my favorite